Hello again. Just watched a rather interesting video. It was originally posted on January the 10th, 2013. It's had 880,495 views when I got it. It should have had 100 million views. And what you're going to hear is information being provided by a CIA insider. And we learned that between August the 23rd until September the 2nd, trucks arrived. A stream of trucks arrived from 3 a.m. until 5 a.m. And that was over a 10-day period. What do you think they were bringing to the towers? Huh? Well, what they were bringing to the towers is massive quantities of thermite. And the airplane hijackings were a cover. They couldn't very well say that the buildings just blew up. So they created this false flag scenario. That's why these airplanes had minimal passenger loads. Who knows what happened? There's stories that the planes landed safely at airports that were shut down. Who knows? What I do know is what my eyes and my research has shown me and told me. They had to have a cover story again for the massive explosions. So they dreamt up 767 hitting the towers. They had to come up with a cover story for the $2.3 trillion that was missing at the Pentagon. The mistake they made is that they had that 20-foot hole 2 feet off the ground. It's impossible. The whole thing was an inside job done by our government. And they were all involved. Every aspect of our government had to have been involved. They couldn't have done it otherwise. The FAA was involved. The FBI was involved. The CIA was involved. The administration was involved. Every one of them was involved. Watch the video. You'll learn what happened. Thermite. And a small nuclear explosion is what turned it all to dust. Take a look at the impact of the airplane. The steel is pointing out. How could it be pointing out if it was hit in? Just one minor detail. But how else could they have faked that? They couldn't have. They put massive amounts of explosives into the buildings to create that fireball. Even the fireball was wrong for the reasons I've given you. It wouldn't have gone out. No airplane hit the Twin Tower, no airplane hit the Pentagon, and no airplane hit Shanksville. Our government murdered 3,000 innocent people. We saw many of them jump versus being burned alive. How can these people, well, they're animals. That's what they are. They're vicious, cruel animals. And you know who I think some of those vicious, cruel animals are? Don't you? Watch the video. Let me know what you think. You know what I think. You know what I've thought from the beginning. Well, that's not true. I couldn't wrap my head around the government doing this at the beginning. But I can now. Nothing else explains it. you'll see the detonations go off. You'll see the explosions as the building crumbles into a pile of dust. Absolutely, totally, and completely insane. I want to thank my viewers, especially this particular one, for sending me this information. I couldn't do what I do without so many folks sending me all this information. Thanks for listening. Question is, what can we do about it? The answer? Nothing. That's scary.